This is a presentation of Magnitude Sports. And now, the cameras are ready, the headset is on, it's game time.
Alright, welcome to Barnesville here. Just got on the mic, had to go check some name pronunciations really quick there. So, once again, welcome to Blue Eagle Field here. Forecast can't make up its mind. We're looking, about an hour ago, we're looking at a 90% chance of thunderstorms. And then about 30 minutes ago, it was a 90% chance of rain. And then about 15 minutes ago, it was a 40% chance of rain at 4 p.m. So, a few gray skies in the cloud, but nothing that we're too concerned about. So, gotta catch my breath here as I ran up to the Ballgreen Construction mobile broadcast booth set up here off the third base line. First batter will be for DGF, Evan Mole, and then Taylor Ockery and Jenna Beeland will be batters 1, 2, and 3 to start off the top half of the first inning here for the Rebels. In the circle, pitching will be Trinity Grigg Jr., Jada Bonchis will be behind the plate catching. Lauren Halverson will be playing first, Sam Pace at second, Lexie Ballgreen the shortstop, Hallie Redding at third. Then in the outfield, you have Kaylee Olson in left, Katie Newell in right, and Anna Stanford in straightaway center. Oh, I flip-flopped that actually. It's Newell in left and Olson in right. My bad. There we go, now I got it straight. First pitch comes across for a strike at 3:56 p.m. as we go into the top of the first inning here. And that one grounded foul down the line. Just barely snuck foul as it hit the third base bag, and I'll go into the books as strike number 2. That pitch a little bit low for a ball, and it's 1-0. Make sure our microphone's working, and it appears that it is. Okay, awesome. Two balls and 2 strikes now as we get this game started here. And now full count. That one fouled back, and it'll remain 3-2. Once again, the batter is Evelyn Morey Jr. Greg will wind up, deliver the pitch. She'll get a piece of it to foul it away. There's the 7th pitch. for Trinity Gregg now. And the 8th pitch is up high for a walk, and that puts a runner on. And that'll bring up Taylor Ockery, a senior for the Rebels. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you today by Midwest Bank in Barnesville, sponsoring our scoreboard. We also have the Pitchfork, sponsoring our player of the game and the post-game show. Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery Trivia coming up in the 2nd inning of play, as that one's kind of bunted down the first base line, and now they'll toss it over to 3rd, and now it's a rundown between 3rd and 2nd. And the ball is dropped, and she's going to get to 3rd. So they get 1 out on the direct ground out by Ockery right to Halverson at 1st, and then the rundown, the ball would be dropped, and that would put Evelyn Moe on 3rd. That brings up Jenna Beeland, a sophomore, or check that, a senior, excuse me. First pitch to Beeland comes across for ball 1. That one comes in for a strike. 1-1 the count now to Beeland. Skylar Spessard is on deck. She's the sophomore. I got the senior and the sophomore flip-flopped in my lineup here, but that one hit a little shallow backpedaling, and making the grab there at 2nd is Sam Pesa. And that's good for out number 2. So runner will stay at 3rd with 2 away, and this is Skylar Spessard. Strike 1 the call here. The official will take a moment to brush off the plate. A little bit breezy condition here under a 65-degree day at Blue Eagle Field in Barnesville. That one popped up, fouled away, and I hopefully got it far enough to get over the hood of whatever vehicle's behind the Barnesville dugout there. Once again, 2 out, base runner on 3rd is Evelyn Moe, the junior, and that pitch comes up high for a ball. 1-1, and a snap throw up to 3rd, and Moe is safe. So 1 ball, 1 strike. No, check that, I'm sorry. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I missed the button on the last pitch there. And swing and a miss for a strikeout. And that's strikeout number 1 for Trinity Gregg of the afternoon. And now we'll go to the bottom of the 1st inning of play. And we'll see Trinity Gregg as the leadoff batter, followed by Sam Pesa and Lexie Ballgreen. We're going to return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back. The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street South in Barnesville, open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Burgers, salad, pizzas, sandwiches, they got you covered. Daily specials on all food and beverage items on the menu as well. They're located, once again, 310 South Front Street, Barnesville, 2 blocks from Barnesville Senior High School. Order online, purplegoose2go.com, or text your order to 218-321-1963.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back. Whether you're watching on Magnitude or if you're a Rebels fan watching on the DGF YouTube channel, we certainly appreciate you tuning in. We have this game going on both out of a courtesy there for the Rebel fans. Swing and a miss there for strike one as we go to the bottom of the first. This is Trinity Gregg, the batter. Go around the bases here for the Rebels. Strike two, and we'll do that right now. Mallory Leitner is your starting pitcher here for Dilworth, Glyndon, Felton. Behind the plate catching is Skylar Spesser, the sophomore, and Leitner is a junior. And then around the bases here after the 0-2 pitch here from Leitner to Gregg. And Gregg's going to send that one into left field. It's good for a base hit. And the Barnesville Trojans get the first hit of the game. So, floats one into left, and that brings up Sam Pesa, who is a senior this year. And Pesa's going to go to left field. Charging in to make the grab, there's Jordan Nelson. And now the quick throw to first goes into the fence. That will advance Gregg up to second. Or don't check that, Pesa up to second, excuse me.
Hey, that's so they get a type of Soldier Boy A-Rail. We got some new for y'all. Man, when somebody be in your face on your nerves and talking.
Now bring up Anna Stanford. Or check that. Yes. I must have flip-flopped something in my lineup here. No, I will bring up Anna Stanford. Okay, that's 2 outs. That's the reason. Okay, got it. One ball, one strike the count. Stanford will swing and miss for strike two. 2 away. Runner on second. And that one is right to the second baseman. It's Beeland, and that will end the first inning of play. No run score. They get a hit, and they'll leave one stranded on base here for the Trojans. Now the Rebels are up to bat again here at the top of the second when we return after this on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. We'll be right back.
Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISO-Clean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you.
All right, welcome back. No runs on a hit, 1 Rebel error, and they've left 1 on base. Barnesville did in the bottom half of the first. 11 minutes into the ball game now, and Sydney Spessard, along with Michaela Winter and Mallory Leitner, batters 5, 6, and 7 for the Rebels, step up to the plate here in the top half of the second inning, and Trinity Gregg will toss pitch 16 to start this top half of the second. 0-0 on the Midwest Bank scoreboard. Broadcast coverage also brought to you by Dean's Bulk Service, the Pitchfork Restaurant in Barnesville, as well as the Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, and our friend Dr. Tiffany Johnson at Healing Touch Chiropractic alongside Essentia Health. 1 ball and no strike now here to the batter, Sydney Spessard, and a swing and a miss to level the count at 1-1.
One for you, Trinity.
Once again, Halverson at first, Pesa second, Ballgreen the shortstop, Redding at third, Bonchis catching, and Trinity Gregg pitching the outfield here after this pitch, which is a little high for a ball, and it's 2-1. Katie Newell in left, Kaylee Olson in right, Anna Stanford in straightaway center. And the 2-1. That one will go low for ball 3. 3-1 3-1 delivery from Greg is low for ball 4, and that puts a runner on. So a walk to Spezard brings up Michaela Winter, a sophomore for the Rebels. And she's showing bunts it right back towards Greg. And it'll be picked up there. Now the throw back over to third, and it's going to be gloved there by Katie Newell. But Spezard able to get into third, no issues. So it'll be a ground out. It'll go into the books as a 5-3 as Hallie Redding came in from third. Picked it up on a ball that maybe Trinity Gregg could have had a play at as well. And then the throw back to third, not quite in time since Redding wasn't there. Newell had to come in from left field to try and cover third base, and that allowed Spezard to get in a couple seconds before the throw got there. So 1-0, now it's 2-0 there as Bonchis stands up quickly. They'll take a peek at third. Wind up in the delivery 2-0. Just missed it outside for 3 balls, no strikes. We have more softball starting for you here in about maybe 15 minutes or so between the Cheyenne Mustangs and the Fargo Davies Eagles. Eric Tianson is in West Fargo with coverage of that game for us here on Magnitude. This pitch comes in for a strike, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike now here with 1 away to the batter, Mallory Leitner. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And it's a full count. And that one popped up and it landed, I believe it landed in the bed of a pickup truck there. Nice shot. Fouled away, it will remain 3-2. And it did. Had somebody climbing into the back to grab that one. Bonus points for that. That'll be low and good for a walk. Puts runners on the corners on first and third. Brings up Kaylee Peterson, a sophomore. All right, we'll have a courtesy runner for Leitner at first. That is going to be, I believe it's Greta DeVries, a 7th grader. It's only number 2 I have on my roster here, so we'll go with it. So Greta DeVries on first, Sydney Spezard, the runner on third here for DGF. 1 out, 2 base runners, and Kaylee Peterson the batter. No balls, no strikes officially yet. Here to Peterson. Greg set up for the pitch and deliver it low for a ball, and that will allow De Beers to get to second. So 2 runners in scoring position here, and a base hit by Peterson could crack the eggs on the scoreboard in favor of DGF. We'll see if they can get something here. We'll see if Greg can pitch your way out of it. Got it in there for a strike. Nicely done. That's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 2 runners on. A swing and a miss for a strike. 1-2. So we hit the 15-minute mark of the ball game now. First pitch coming at 3:57. It was actually like 3:56:59. So we'll just round it up to 3:57. Swing and a miss for a strikeout. Strikeout number 2 as Peterson goes down, and that brings up Michaela Beeland, an 8th grader. So now we got 2 away with 2 runners on. Swing and a miss for a strike. Greg had a total of 8 strikeouts in their game last week against Monoman Wabbit. Right now she's sitting at 2. That one popped up and the wind kind of kept that from going out into the outfield. And no run will score. There will be an out recorded here. And I believe we're at the end of the inning, even though I'll see if I can get an understanding of what caused the end there, but we'll be right back after this. Hey, welcome back. Still scoreless here as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Scoreboard in the outfield shows the third, but it's the bottom of the second, I promise you. Once again, we want to welcome those watching on Magnitude and also any Rebel fans that might be watching on the DGF Schools YouTube channel. We got the courtesy multicast over there for you Rebel fans, so it's easier for you to find as the wind starts to pick up here. And the only game that we have not had a win here at Blue Eagle Field was the most recent game against Monoman Wabbit. And I will say of the 5 games so far that have been windy, this is the least windiest of the 5, so. One ball and 1 strike is the official count to Jada Bonchus, the sophomore. We'll also see Kaylee Olson and Kiana Amundsen, who's back into the lineup here for Barnesville, is missing the past few games. That one comes up high for ball 2. Yeah, it was, if you watch the first game against, between Barnesville and Perham, it was the top of the 7th inning. Perham had a runner on 3rd, and there was either 1 or 2 outs, and a big wind gust came up, kicked up the dust in the infield, almost like we had a small dust storm here. It swallowed up every player on the infield and flipped our camera directly up into the sky. So 1 away now on the strikeout here for Leitner, and that brings up Kaylee Olson. And she'll get another strike there on the first pitch to Olson. Kiana Amundsen and Lauren Halverson are the next 2 batters in the lineup. Kaylee Olson representing batter number 6 here, as that one's fouled into the dirt for a strike, and it's 0-2. Once again, around the bases here for the Rebels, you got Jenna Beelan, the senior, at first, Michaela Beelan, the 8th grader, at second. And a grounder into right field. Good for a single there off the bat of Kaylee Olson. Continuing around the bases there, at shortstop you have the junior Evelyn Moe. At 3rd you have the senior Sydney Spessard. Behind the plate catching is the sophomore Skylar Spessard. Pitch comes in for a strike, 0-1 to Kiana Amundsen. Pitching once again is Mallory Leitner, the junior. And then in the outfield for the Rebels, right after this pitch here, this is bunted, picked up there by third baseman Spessard. She fires it up to get the out, and that will advance Olsen to second. So Amundsen will squeeze bunt her teammate up to second. Quartered into the books is a 5-3 bunt ground out. And that brings up Lauren Halverson, the first baseman, junior this year for the Trojans. Halverson going to left field, and that one is foul. Well, speaking of left field for Halverson, she did hit a 2-run homer in an 11-9 loss to Perham in Game 2 of the doubleheader. Or maybe it was Game 1. No, it was Game 2, because that was the game that she increased the Barnesville lead from 3-2 to 5-2. She hit a 2-run homer over the left field fence. So there's a strike for strike 2 as the wind starts to pick up once again. And if the wind continues like this, I may have to give up the ball strike count on screen then, and I apologize in advance if that ends up being the case. Now I want to bounce into the dirt for a ball. So it's officially 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Lauren Halverson. She fouled the first pitch away for a strike. So 2-2 with 2 outs and a runner on second. And a strikeout. And that will strand that runner on second, bring us to the end of the second inning of play. That says that they got 1 there. That is not the case. I must have hit the run button instead of the hit, because I see they only have 1 hit. So we'll take the run away. There we go. Now it's right. No runs on 2 hits. And they have, DGF has committed no errors, or 1 error, excuse me. And Barnesville has left a total of 2 on base now here through 2 innings of play. We'll be back with the top of the 3rd right after this here on Magnitude.
Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISOClean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
All right, welcome back. Top of the 3rd. Due up here for the Rebels, Evelyn Moe, Taylor Ockery, and Jenna Beeland is the top of the order. Batters 1, 2, and 3. And the pitch will come up high for a ball to start the top half of the 3rd.
Here we go, Abby.
And it's time now for your 2 balls and no strikes for your Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery trivia question. We'll do that here after this pitch. And that comes in for a strike. The U.S. softball team won back-to-back gold medals. What year was the second of those 2 medals won? Comment your answer in the comments or the live chat. And at the end of the 4th inning of play, we'll look at all the correct answers, select a winner, and that individual will win a $10 e-gift certificate to the Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery here in Barnesville. So we get a hit to left for the first hit of the game here for the Rebels. Once again, the U.S. softball team won back-to-back gold medals. What year was the second medal won? If you give multiple answers, we're going to take your first answer as the official answer. So make sure you put a little bit of thought into it. And safe at second there is Mo. And it's no balls and a strike here to Taylor Ockery. One ball and one strike the count now here to Taylor Ockrey. So once again, a $10 gift certificate to the Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery at 301 Front Street South here in Barnesville. That one's drifting foul, and that one will drop for strike 2. So once again, the Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, 301 Front Street South in Barnesville. Your chance to win a $10 gift certificate. If you can put your answer to this question in the comments or the live chat. The U.S. softball team won back-to-back gold medals. What year was the second medal won? This one popped up high left field and drifting into foul territory, and Newell will make the catch. And now the throwback to third will hold Evelyn Moe at second. So I'll bring up Jenna Beelan. Once again, if you're a Barnesville fan, you can win. If you're a DGF fan, you can win. If you're a fan of Frazee, Pelican Rapids, Perham, Breckenridge, any other team that you might be watching, you're just a neutral person watching this game, you can win too. So don't have to be a Trojan or Rebels fan to win. Anybody watching can win that $10 gift certificate to the Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery here at 301 Front Street South in Barnesville. One ball and one strike to count here to Jenna Beelan. And once again, that question is, in what year did the U.S. softball team win its second gold medal in back-to-back years? 2 balls and a strike now. That one will be considered foul. That'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 to Jenna Beelan, 0 for 1 with a fly out. That one just missed the strike zone. It was a little bit high, and it's ball 3. Again, 1 out base runner on second is Evelyn Moe. Here's the pitch, and now miss, and that'll be ball 4, and now Walker puts runners on first and second now. Brings up Skylar Spezzard, the sophomore. Spezzard struck out swinging last time she was at the plate. Once again, 0-0 here in the Midwest Bank scoreboard. Ball will drop, throw to third, not in time. Moe is safe, and Beelan will advance up to second. So the 1-0 pitch is up high for 2 balls and no strikes. And Bonchis will throw it to third. They'll sneak into left field. And coming in to score here is Evelyn Moe to make it 1-0 DGF on the Midwest Bank scoreboard. So that'll go into the books as an error. And Beelan will advance to third on that same error. So 1-0, 1 runner on now with 1 away. 2 balls and a strike. The out-of-the-way pitch here to Spezzard. On deck is Sydney Spezzard. Skylar the sophomore, Sydney the senior. If you have trouble remembering that, just remember that the sophomore is wearing number 10. 3 balls and a strike now here to Spezzard. Lined up in the delivery from Greg. Got it in there for a strike. Hit the inside edge on a fastball. 3-2, full count. That one a little bit low, and that will walk her, and that will put runners on the corners once again. So Skylar Spezzard on first, Jenna Beelan on third, and that brings up Sydney Spezzard, who was walked last time she was at the plate. Once again, Rebels score on an error, bringing in Evelyn Mole from third base to make it 1-0, and that happened here in the top of the third. Trinity Gregg, I have her down for 50 pitches already, and even split 25-25 on the balls and the strike count. And there's a nice pitch down the middle for strike one. One away on deck is Michaela Winter, assuming no double plays happen. And that one will miss for a ball, and it's 1-1. One ball, one strike. Sydney Spezzard, the batter. Runners on the corners. Skylar Spezzard on first, Jenna Beelan on third, and the pitch. And the pop-up, and it will go foul into right field, and it'll drop for a strike, 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes the count now to Sydney Spezzard after the fouled away pitch. 32 minutes into the ball game, 1-0 lead here for the Rebels on the Midwest Bank scoreboard. The pitch comes in for a ball. Fastball that just missed to the outside edge of the plate. Evens up the count at 2-2. Once again, 27-27 on 54 pitches. Popped up and just over the backstop as Bonches was hoping to make a play on it, but won't be able to, and it'll remain a 2-2 count. Once again, your Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery trivia question. USA softball team won back-to-back gold medals in which years? As Greg will get the second out on the pop-out, and now the ball goes back into left field. It'll be picked up, and that will score Beelan and advance Skylar Spezzard up to second. And that makes it 2-0 here for the DGF Rebels. So 2 away, and that brings up Michaela Winter.
Your timing is good. We're going to put it in your ears, dude.
So Skylar Spezzard, the runner on third, and now the pitch will dip into the sand there, and good for ball 3-2. Ball 2. It's 2 balls and no strikes to Michaela Winter. 0 for 1 with a ground out last time she was at the plate. This one going to right field and foul. Drop for a strike. 2-1.
Hey, you're on it, Nickel.
Winter grounded out to what was the pitcher, but I believe that was the incident there where Redding came in from third to pick it up and fire it over. Either player would have gotten the out. It's probably a more playable ball for Trinity Gray, but that is in the past now. And there'll be a little ground out there. 4-3 at pace of the Halverson for Michaela Winter on back-to-back groundouts to end the top half of the third. So to the middle of 3 we go, and it's a 2-0 lead on the Midwest Bank scoreboard here for the Dilworth Glyndon Felton Rebels. And we'll see how the Trojans respond in the bottom of the third. Once again, your trivia question for a chance to win $10 of the Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery here in Barnesville on Front Street. The U.S. softball team won gold medals in back-to-back years. What was the year they won the second gold medal? Put your answer into the comments or the live chat, and at the end of the 4th inning, we'll look at the correct answers and select a winner here on Magnitude Sports. Be right back.
Go Promo is your go-to for custom apparel, screen printing, embroidery, and hundreds of other promotions. The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street South in Barnesville, open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Burgers, salad, pizzas, sandwiches, they got you covered. Daily specials on all food and beverage items on the menu as well. They're located, once again, 310 South Front Street, Barnesville, 2 blocks from Barnesville Senior High School. Order online, purplegoose2go.com, or text your order to 218-321-1963.
All right, welcome back. I want to say hi to E, watching, a 5th grader at Glyndon, commenting on our YouTube channel, saying hi. Don't have a full name, just have 1 letter. So, E from Glyndon, 5th grader. Thanks for watching today, bud. Certainly appreciate that. Bottom of the 3rd we go. That one's grounded foul there by Katie Newell, who is the batter. We'll also see Trinity Gregg and Sam Pace. The batter's 9-1-2 for Barnesville here in the bottom half of the 3rd. They are down 2-0. And I'll be grounded towards 3rd. Fired over to 1st. The stretch and the out. 5-3 ground out for Newell. That's Spezzard over to Beeland on the 5-3 throw out. And that brings up back to the top of the order, the pitcher, Trinity Gregg. Lightner with 20 pitches now, according to my numbers. And that's pitch 21 for a 1-0 here to Gregg, who singled out into left field on her last at-bat, our only at-bat so far here in the contest. That one fouled back and good for a strike, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And that one through the legs of the 3rd baseman into left field. Through the legs of Spezzard. Nelson picks it up here and fires it into the shortstop, Evelyn Moe, to make sure that the runner stays at first. So it's another single to left for Trinity Gregg on back-to-back plate appearances, and now Sam Pesa flied out to left on her last at-bat. And the pitch is out for a ball, 1-0. Lexie Ballgreen on deck with 1 away, assuming no double plays happen. 1 ball, no strike. No outs, runner on first is Trinity Gregg. And the pitch. Fouled up, over to the backstop and out of play, and a nice running grab there by a Barnesville fan in a purple shirt. At least I'm presuming it's a Barnesville fan. Oh, it actually looks like the trainer there from Essentia Health. Bunt dropped at the batter's spot, or right in front of home plate. And the official on a delayed fouled away pitch call. That'll be good for 1 ball and 2 strikes.
75.
It'll remain 1-2. And she'll get a piece of that one on the swing. And that one grounded right towards second base. Little throw, another throw back to 3rd for the double play. They think, though, they really, from my vantage point, it looked like they got the double play, but they're saying that Gregg is safe at 3rd. So, and you had the same view on camera there that I had here. And it certainly looked like they may have got her, but the official coming in from the opposite side had a different view and maybe saw something that I didn't. So Pesa will ground out. Well, that's Trinity Gregg to 3rd. And now this is Lexie Ballgreen. As we get the camera back over to the home plate area there. 1 ball and no strike, the count. And that one rifled out into the gap in right center. That will score Trinity Gregg. And now trying for third here is Ballgreen. She'll be in sliding as the ball bounces off and hits her in the back of the neck. And looks like she might be, oh, well, I'm going to say that she's okay. But she might be in a little bit of pain. The ball came in and it bounced off the, yep, she's tapping the back of her neck there. It bounced off the sand and into the back of her net, and with her sliding in feet first, that exposed her neck area there that while standing is normally protected by the helmet. So it's good to see that she's okay, and she's in on a RBI triple to the gap in right center. And that makes it 2-1. Here with 2 away. And Anna Stanford, the batter, rifles it right back to Leitner, and she'll throw it over there to Beelan for the 1-3 and end the inning. And they'll strand Ballgreen on third, but they do get 1 to cut the lead in half. It's 2-1 Rebels over the Trojans here on the Midwest Bank scoreboard. We'll be back with the 4th inning of play right after this on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hey, welcome back. Top of the 4th inning of play. We got a good one going on here between the Dilworth, Glyndon, Felton Rebels and the Barnesville Trojans. It's game 1 of a doubleheader. The 2 teams will flip-flop sides on the scoreboard. Rebels will become the home team on the scoreboard in game 2. As we go to the top of the 4th here. DGF, 2 runs on a hit, 2 Barnesville errors, and 4 left on base. Barnesville 1 run on 4 hits, 1 DGF error, and they have left 2 on base so far. Or check that, 3 on base, excuse me. Mallory Leitner, the batter here for DGF, and she'll ground it past third, past short, into left field. Nice hit there by Leitner, and that's good for a single. And the 2nd hit of the game here for DGF. Nice job there by Redding and Ballgreen, both diving to the left and to the right, respectively, and the hit just snuck right in between the 2 diving players in the left field. Nice, well-hit ball there by Mallory Leitner. Now, as a result, she stands on first and awaits the outcome of Kaylee Peterson's at-bat. Now want to be grounded right towards Ballgreen. Flip to second, the flip over to first, not in time, so they'll get 1 out. As Leitner will be forced out at second.
Hey, corner's right here.
It was actually DeVries courtesy running for Leitner. She got in there and I forgot to switch it. So I'll switch it to make sure that she gets proper credit for what happened while she was on base. And here's Michaela Beelan now, the 8th grader. One ball, 1 strike here to Beelan. That one will pop through the legs there of Bonchus, and that will allow the runner to get to second. That's Kaylee Peterson, and that one's popped up. And Beelan will pop out there to Sam Pace, the second baseman, for the 2nd out. left center. Backpedaling there is Ballgreen to make the grab. So they will strand Peterson on base as we go to the middle of the fourth, and it's still 2-1. Rebels, no runs in that inning, but they hang on to the one-run lead as we go to the bottom of the fourth, and the Trojans a chance to tie, maybe take the lead. We'll see how their bats work in the bottom of the fourth when we return after this. Here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back. All right, welcome back. Last chance to try and answer the trivia question. The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery trivia question is, the U.S. softball team won back-to-back gold medals. What year was the second medal won? Answer. Submit your answer in the comments and or the live chat. And if you get the correct answer out of everybody who gives an answer, you will win a $10 e-gift certificate that will email to you to the Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery here in 301 Front Street South in Barnesville. That one is popped up and running in to make the grab, but it bounces off her glove is Leitner. And Spezzard was almost there for the recovery, but it will drop. And that will go into the books as they reach on base on an error for Bonchis. Brings up Kaylee Olson. Once again, if you're tuning in looking for the Fargo Davies Cheyenne Mustangs softball game, that's live on Magnitude 2. Just minimize this tab and find it on our homepage, our YouTube channel. Eric Tiansma of both games of that doubleheader, as that one's fouled into the batter's box for a strike, and it's 1-1.
34.
Kaylee Olson singled out into right field on her last at bat. As a result, she's 1 for 1 with a single and the pitch, and that one will miss. Throw up the second is not in time. Bonchis in on a feet for a slide. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Kaylee Olson.
Hey, left side, check the line. Check the line.
And that one popped up right center, giving chase and making the grab there is Michaela Winter in right. So that puts 1 away, and that moves Bonchis up to third. The batter now. This is pitch 36 unofficially, according to my numbers here for Leitner. And 36 right, smoked it into the glove of Beeland at second.
Here we go.
And Bonchis will score from third on what will be a fielder's choice for Kiana Amundsen. And that will tie the game at 2 here on the Midwest Bank scoreboard. So Leitner will face Lauren Halverson next. Once again, there's 1 out on the scoreboard. And Katie Newell, batters 8 and 9 in the lineup here for Barnesville, are due up, assuming no double plays occur. And if we can get back to the top of the order, we would see Trinity Gregg after Newell. And now here's Halverson. struck out last time she was at the plate. This one going to left field, and it'll drop foul. It dropped foul by about 7 inches or so to the left of the foul line here in left field. Good for strike one. The sun starts to go behind the clouds now, and off to the north, it looks like we have some rain, but I'm not sure which direction that rain cloud is traveling, to be honest with you. It kind of appears that it's continuing to go to the north, but we will see. 2 strikes now on 2 fouled away pitches here for Halverson. That one is just into the tree. Matter of fact, I probably would have had time to get out of the press box, go down there and catch it. But it almost came into my right hand here. It'll remain 0-2. And that one popped up high. Center field, and the chance at it there is Ockery, and she'll make the grab. So Halverson will fly out to center field. Amundsen will remain on first for out number 2, and that'll bring up Katie Newell.
Hey, 16, 1-6, 1-6, 1-6.
But I will admit, whatever happens here in the next 30 to 40 minutes, the breeze right now feels nice. So, grounder that sneaks by Leitner, rolls into center field, good for a single and a base hit. Moves Kiana Amundsen up to second. So 2 runners on with 2 outs now, and that brings us back to the top of the order with Trinity Gray, who has 2 singles to left field. On her 2 plate appearances so far, swinging a miss for a strike there. And a throw up to second, cut off there by Mo, the shortstop. And Amundsen will remain safe at second base. And it results in an 0-1 count here to Trinity Gray. And this one, that one's nearly caught and batted down by the third base coach and head coach, Aaron Schindler. May have heard that one hit the fence, which was close to our crowd mic here.
Cracking the bat, right?
And that one's up high for a ball, 1-2.
Hey, stay up that high stuff. Here we go.
Once again, Trinity Gray 2 for 2 with a single to left and a single to left. And the 1-2 will be batted foul or remain 1-2. And they'll go into the books as an out, and that will end the inning. Now bring up batters 2, 3, and 4 for the Rebels. Taylor Ockery, Jen Beelan, and Skylar Spezzard when we return here. And when we return, we'll also see if we have a winner to our trivia question here. As the answer session has been closed out. If you haven't answered by now, there's no more time to answer. So we'll see if we have a winner when we return from the break here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street South in Barnesville, open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Burgers, salad, pizzas, sandwiches, they got you covered. Daily specials on all food and beverage items on the menu as well. They're located, once again, 310 South Front Street, Barnesville, 2 blocks from Barnesville Senior High School. Order online, purplegoose2go.com, or text your order to 218-321-1963.
All right, welcome back. Top of the 5th. Update from Cheyenne. Fargo Davies has a 3-0 lead over the Mustangs in the bottom of the 1st. No outs and a runner on first. So right now they're leading Cheyenne 3-0. And right now here at Blue Eagle Field in Barnesville, the batter is Taylor Ockery, the senior. takes the first pitch for a ball as we start the top of the 5th. No winners in this game for the Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery trivia question. So that will close out the answering session here for Game 1. We'll have a second trivia question for you in Game 2 of this doubleheader. So just a heads up there, your chance to win a $10 e-gift certificate to the Blue Goose Eatery and Drinkery in Barnesville. Coming up in Game 2 of this doubleheader here between the Trojans and the Rebels. Right now, we're knotted up at 2-2 on the Midwest Bank scoreboard here between DGF and Barnesville. And it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count to Taylor Ockrey. Now the pitch will come in low to even the count at 2-2. And I may have been incorrect on which way that cloud was moving. Taylor Ockrey forced to lean back a little bit on that one as it comes inside about chin level. Too close to comfort. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch got her on a strikeout. I believe that's her 3rd strikeout of the day. And it is indeed her 3rd strikeout. Now bring up John Beelan. And the pitch, and that one fouled directly over the backstop, over the highway. With only 5 or 6 vehicles oncoming. 0-1 the count. And the windup in the 0-1 delivery popped up, and that one drifting back. Pesa backpedaling right where the sand meets the grass. She'll make the grab for out number 1. So that'll bring up batter number 4 in the lineup here for the Rebels, Skylar Spezzer. Just got a Twitter alert saying that the Grafton Spoilers softball game is delayed by rain now. Or was it? It was either softball or baseball. It popped up and disappeared. I didn't get a chance to read it all. That pitch comes in as ball 1 as the wind starts to gust up just a little bit here, and that would be a nice hit out into right field. That's not quite what I wanted to say in that organization, but it was a great transition from what I was going to say to what I ended up saying. So add a hit to the board here for the Rebels, and not a run. A hit, and that'll be their 3rd hit of the game, as Spezzer will single it out into right field. And that one's going to right field as well, and now drop for a single. Batted off the glove of Olsen over the foul line. Moving into 3rd is Spezzer, and she will stay there. And now going to the books as they double to right field. It will not be an error because she was running up to the ball when it hit her glove. So we're going to give her a hit for that. Now advance Skylar Spezzer to 3rd. So runners on 2nd and 3rd now here for the Rebels. Tied 2-2 here in the top half of the 5th inning. And number 5, Michaela Winter, is up to bat. A ground out to 3rd and a ground out to 2nd on her 2 plate appearances so far. Here as we approach the 1 hour mark of the ball game here. No balls, 1 strike. Or flip-flopped, and a nice grab there by Trinity Gray for the 3rd out of the inning. So they'll strand 2 more on base as Michaela Winter will pop out to Trinity Gray. And we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Sam Pesa, Lexie Ballgreen, and Stanford, and we'll try and get you a weather forecast when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back.
Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISO-Clean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the 5th. You can kind of see some clouds there in the upper middle of your screen there, and that is the front end of this, what appears to be rain coming in here from the south side, or the north side of the field, I should say. The forecast for the 5 o'clock hour says a 90% chance of rain and the temperature is 70. For the 6 o'clock hour, we're looking at a 40% chance of rain and a temperature of about 70. Right now, they're saying it's drizzling. It's not drizzling here at the softball field in Barnesville, but that doesn't mean that it's not drizzling in the southern part of Barnesville. And I think I said the north when I was showing you the clouds. I meant to say the south as I was flipped around there. This is Sam Pesa. That one popped up, fouled away for strike one. Two-two ball game here in the bottom of the fifth. We've already had one game now that has been delayed due to rain, and we'll see if we have a second game or not. We were supposed to have a 90% chance of thunderstorms in the 4 o'clock hour, and then they swing and a miss for a strike. Oh, and 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. We were supposed to have a 90% chance of thunderstorms in the 4 o'clock hour. Then at about 3:30, they dropped it. They reduced it down to a 90% chance of rain. And then at about 3:45, they reduced it down to a 40% chance of rain. So right now, we just have a little wind here and a great softball game. Nice strikeout. Out number 1 brings up Lexie Ballgreen. Anna Stanford, we'll see her this inning as well. And she'll reach for that, foul it back, and good for strike 1. Ballgreen, a fly out to left field, and then she would triple to right on a feet first slide at third. Ball came in and bounced off the sand and hit her right in the back of the neck. Normally the helmet protects that area, but when just the way that her body was when she was taking that feet first slide into third, that area became a little bit more exposed and less protected by the helmet, and the ball nicked her right there, right spot, right time for the ball, wrong spot, wrong time for Lexie Ballgreen. But it's good to see her batting again, and it's good to see that she's okay, as that one skims off the roof of a Honda. And had it had any less elevation, we might have had a broken window. That one grounded foul, and it'll remain a 2-strike count. One ball and 2 strikes with 1 away. No runners on. And a 2-2 ball game here in the bottom of the 5th. 1 hour and 3 minutes into it. Looks like that rain is heading to the west of the field here, so that's good. Looking directly above us, some scattered gray clouds. And now full count at 3-2. And a swing and a miss for a strikeout.
Hey, that's what I'm taking the time for Soldier Boy A-Rail. We got some good for y'all.
Now Stanford will be the batter here with 2 away now here for Barnesville. If she can get on base, we'd see Jada Bonchis next. And she will not. Not on that swing of the bat anyways. It just dropped foul by a couple of inches on the far side foul line down the first base line there. 0-1. Stanford grounded out, or checked that, flied out, popped out, I should say, to Beelan, the second baseman. And then grounded out to Evelyn Moe, the shortstop, on her 2 plate appearances so far here this month. You can see the sand kind of moving from second, third towards home first. There on the infield, and that's the way the wind is blowing right now. And that one will be grounded. Nice stop there by Beelan to fire it over to first. Beelan to Beelan for the 4-3 ground out, Michaela to Jenna. And that will end the 5th inning of play. We go to the top of the 6th, and we'll get you the lineup here right after we come back from this break here on Magnitude.
It was like you can't even describe it. Like I always tell people who don't have kids, it's like your heart running outside of your body. It's just incredible. Like, you made this little human, and you do everything you can to protect them.
Welcome back, top of the 6th. DGF, 2 runs on 4 hits, 2 Barnesville errors. They've left 7 on base so far here in this contest. And to start off the top of the 6th, it'll be the bottom of the batting lineup. Batters 7, 8, 9. Mallory Leitner will start things off, followed by Kaylee Peterson and Michaela Beeline. Trinity Gregg, this is, according to my numbers unofficially, pitch 75, and it's hit foul down the first baseline as it hits the driver's side tire of a red sedan. Nothing in 1 as a result here to Mallory Leitner, who's 1 for 1. Was walked her first plate appearance and then singled out into shallow left on her second trip to the plate, and that pitch will miss for a ball, and that'll even up the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the 1-1 wind up in the delivery, and a swing and a miss for strike 2. And sorry about the wind there. I took our camera off the batter there. I apologize, as we are now getting a few sprinkles. As I'm starting to see little spotted highlights on my black table, and a little pop out there to Ballgreen, the shortstop. For the first out. So Leitner will pop out to Lexie Ballgreen at short. That brings up Kaylee Peterson. Peterson struck out swinging, then grounded out to Ballgreen at short on her last at plate. And this one will be a little hopper, right back to Ballgreen. She'll fire it over to Halverson. Halverson will make the stretch, and it's a 6-3 ground out for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down here for DGF in the top of the 6th, and now, or for check that. This is Beeland, right? Catch the jersey number here, number 1. Yep, Michaela Beeland. No strikes. Here to Michaela Beeline. Her last at bat, she'd fly out to Sam Pace at second. This one's fouled away for a strike. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike now. And once again, we have a little bit more rain coming in. We got the canopy here, so if they continue the game, they'll continue the broadcast. I would suspect that they would. It's nothing major right now. But our equipment's been in rainstorms worse than this one, so and we're still on the air 1,000 or so games later since that football game a couple years ago. That one will drop in, and that'll be put a runner on. Bring up Evelyn Moe, 1 for 2 with a walk, a single to left, and a fly out to the shortstop. New batter, 2 outs, 1 on. And the pitch, in for a strike, yes, 0-1. Wasn't sure if that was a ball or a strike at the moment there, the way that Boncha stood up. Usually I can tell by the frame, and then just have to wait to see if the umpire agrees with me or not. That one will be grounded out into center field. That's good for a single to move Whelan up to the second. So 2 runners on now. Michaela Beelan on second. Evelyn Moe on first with a single out into center field. And 2 runners on with 2 outs brings up Taylor Ockery 0 for 3. Ground out, fly out, and a strikeout. The ground out was a direct ground out to first, as that one will hit her, and that will load the bases. So an opportunity here for Dilworth, Glyndon, Felton to retake the lead. It'll be up to Jenna Beelan with 2 out and the bases loaded. 1 hour and 10 minutes into the ball game here in the top half of the 6th inning. A pass ball, runners will advance, and that will score Michaela Beelan from third, and that will make it 3-2 Rebels on the Midwest Bank scoreboard. And that leaves first base empty. 1 ball and no strikes. And that one to Ballgreen, over to Halverson, and that will end the inning. So 1 run will cross, they'll take a 3-2 lead, and they'll leave 2 more stranded on base, and we'll go to the bottom of the 2nd, or bottom of the 6th, excuse me, and the Trojans with a chance to respond when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the 6th. Trojans find themselves down 1. Runner scores from third on a pass ball to give the Rebels the lead at 3-2 in the top half of the 6th. And now the Trojans have a little bit of work to do. They're down to 6 outs, and they need at least 1 run, assuming that weather doesn't stop this game or wind blows over our equipment like it did a couple of games ago. But the Ballgreen Construction mobile broadcast booth has been rock solid during all these windstorms. So if you want your house built by Ballgreen Construction, well, they built the Magnitude Sports broadcast booth. And we've survived 5 games in extreme wind, so your house will be just fine in the hands of Ballgreen Construction. There's a 2 balls, 1 strike count. And the pitch up high for 3 balls and a strike. The batter, Jada Monches, Kaylee Olson, Kiana Amundsen. This inning, batters 5, 6, and 7 as the sprinkles continue to come down a little bit more. And a strikeout. Got her window shopping as she was at a 3-0 count, or 3-1 count, excuse me, and then took the next 2 strikes looking. And now they're going to change their mind and saying that it was a ball. So they'll put her on first instead with a walk. So we'll undo that. With all the sand that's been thrown onto this laptop here during the previous windstorms, we can use a good washing from a rainstorm here. That one grounded right towards the second baseman, Beelan, and struggled to pick it up, but Michaela to Jenna, Beelan to Beelan on the 4-3 for the out, and that is out number 2 of the inning. Kiana Amundsen to center field, and on the line drive, shallow pop-out, that'll end the inning. So a quick 1-2-3 here for the Rebels against the Trojans, and now we head to the 7th. right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISO-Clean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you.
All right, top of the 7th. And the Rebels hanging on to a 1-run lead here over the Barnesville Trojans. The Trojans will have one last chance here in the bottom of the 7th to see if they can walk off the Rebels here in game 1 of this doubleheader. But first, they got to play a little bit of defense. As we move to the top of the 7th. Skylar Spezzard, Sydney Spezzard, and Michaela Winter, batters 4, 5, and 6 for the Rebels here in the top half of the 7th. Fouled away for strike 2. Greg has 3 strikeouts so far here against the Rebels. And that one will bounce in for a ball, 1 and 2. Now strikeout number 4 for Greg. Got her window shopping that time, and now it's Sydney Spezzard. 1 for 2, a walk. A fly out to Trinity Gregg, and I'll pop out back to the pitcher, and then a double down the first base line into right field on her 3 trips to the plate today. That pitch was a fastball that caught the jet stream and came across even faster. That was a well-thrown strike and a well-assisted strike by the jet stream. 0-1. There's a fastball. That for 0-2. I think it was a fastball, but the wind may have changed it to a rise ball on that first of the 2 pitches there. So, and that one will go a little bit low for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to the batter, Sydney Spezzard. 1 out, no runners on. Greg will get the signal, wind up, deliver the 1-2, swing and a miss, strikeout. That's out number 2. And there's some discussion on what the count was. I had it as 1 and 2. The scoreboard had it as 1 and 2 in the outfield. So it appears that there might be another pitch here. Yep, they're gonna let her bat. So 2 balls, 2 strikes as the count. And that one's popped up and fouled away, and it'll remain a 2-2 count. Michaela Winter on deck if Spezzard can reach. So there is check that. There's only 1 away because the strikeout was taken off the board. Now there's 2 away. It'll result in a 6-3 ground out. So now there's 2 outs. That'll bring up Michaela Winter 0 for 3. 2 ground outs to the pitcher and 1 to the second baseman. And one of those ground outs to the pitcher was actually recorded as a 5-3 as Hallie Redding would come in to scoop that one up and throw it over to first. 0-1 the count. And that one will just miss for a ball. 1-1. That may have been where the controversy was, or where the question marks were. Remember when I said the Jetstream took that fastball up high? They may have, they originally recorded that as a strike and maybe changed it to a ball, and maybe I missed something, but if I missed it, so did the person operating the scoreboard, because we our two matched up. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one low inside to level the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. No runners on, top of the 7th. And a 1-run lead here for the Rebels. Greg looking for the strikeout. Up high, full count, 3-2. She has 4 strikeouts, 3 swinging and 1 looking. And the payoff pitch. Up high, ball 4. Puts the runner on. Clears the count here for Mallory Leitner. Pitcher versus pitcher battle. Leitner 1 for 2, a walk, a single to left, and a fly out to the shortstop, Lexie Ballgreen. And that pitch comes across for strike 1, 0-1. The rain is starting to move off here. We have a little patch of sun and then another set of dark clouds behind them. So we'll see how that all works out. 0-2 on the fouled away pitch here. Once again, Mallory Leitner, the junior, is the batter. Facing the junior pitcher, Greg. And that one low to the inside for a ball. And it's 1-2. Greg with 107 pitches as of the one she's about to throw here, unofficially according to my numbers. That one smack deep to center field on the run, and it's over her head, and she can't quite make the grab. And rounding third is Winter from first, and she will score on an RBI double by Leitner on to deep left center field. And now we'll have a courtesy runner for Leitner, and that courtesy runner will be Greta DeVries, a 7th grader.
Hey, 2 right away now.
Kaylee Peterson, the batter now. 2 away and a runner on second. Now 4-2 lead here for Barnesville. Boncha steps up, runs quarter of the way down the third base line to make sure that DeVries stays at second base. Pitch comes across as ball 1. Strikeout swing. Since then, 2 groundouts to Lexie Ballgreen at short. Now the count is even at 1-1. The good news is with that second patch of dark clouds off to the north of the field here, there's no indication of rain coming from it, so it appears that portion might be over with, and I'm cool with that. 2 balls and a strike. Rebels have a 4-2 lead here on the Midwest Bank scoreboard. Swing and a miss for a strike, 2-2. Ball strike, ball strike. On 4 pitches in that order so far here between Greg and Peterson. Attorney Greg with 111 pitches now, and officially according to my numbers. And the pitch. And the throw up to third, not in time. Pitch comes across for, must have been the ball. So 3-2 the count. Runner advances to third, that's DeVries. And Peterson with a payoff pitch here from Gregg. Swing and a miss, and a strikeout, and that ends the top half of the 7th. So now the Trojans need at least 2, 3 to walk off and win. When we return after this, here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network, be right back.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the 7th. The Trojans need 2 and 3 to walk off and win, and they'll be up to Lauren Halverson, Katie Newell, and Trinity Gregg. Batters 8, 9, and 1 in the lineup here. Mallory Leitner will toss pitch 71, according to my numbers unofficially here to start the bottom of the 7th. 55 strikes and 15 balls unofficially. And the pitch, and Ballgreen going to left and going foul. And a one-hop catch by a fan back there. And good for a strike, and she's done that a lot here in this game. Chicago White Sox have officially extended their winning streak to 6 with a 4-2 win over the Minnesota Twins. That game going final here just moments ago. 1 ball and 1 strike the count here to Lauren Halverson. And now it's 1 ball or 2 balls and 1 strike. And up high, 3 balls and a strike. Yeah, I thought that last pitch was a strike. They just put it up on the scoreboard wrong. So 2 and 2 is the count. Okay, 2 and 2 is the count. This one fouled away. So remain 2 and 2. This is pitch 75 now for Leitner, according to my numbers. And she gets another strikeout. That's the 6th strikeout for Mallory Leitner in today's game. Good for out number 1, and that brings up the next batter here, and that is Katie Newell. And Newell will ground that one right back to Leitner, and a quick 1-3 over to Beeland at first for the ground out. 2 up, 2 down here for Barnesville, and now it's Trinity Gregg. Back to the top of the order, that's the good news. The bad news is there's 2 outs. And you got a good core of the batting lineup coming up here for Barnesville, so this is a very important at-bat for Trinity Gregg. And that one it'll go into the books as bunted foul for a strike, I believe. 0-1 the count. Six strikeouts for Leitner, according to my numbers. 1-1 the count.
Come on, Trent.
And the pitch. And that one will be grounded towards third. Picked up there by Safe at first. So she's on base with an infield single. That brings up Sam Pesa. And if Pesa can reach base, we'll see Lexie Ballgreen next.
Way out in the deep end like usual. Swear they passed us, they doing.
One and 0 the count. That one's fouled into the dirt for a strike. 1-1 the count. Runner on first is Trinity Gregg with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th, and the Trojans need at least 2 and 3 to win. Wind up in the 1-1. And now the throw up to second. Feet first slide, and she's safe. That puts her into scoring position. The downside is the pitch came across as a strike there to Pesa, so it's 1-2. Fly out, ground out, and a strikeout, and they fouled away and stayed alive. Pitch there. 1-2 remains the count. Sam Pesa representing the tying run-in. And the pitch. 1-2, got her on a strikeout, and that ends it. Your final score. The Dilworth Glyndon Felton Rebels with 2 run in the 6th and the 7th. Tie and take the lead. And they win by the final score 4-3. That wraps up Game 1. Game 2 coming up here in about 15 minutes on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. We'll be right back.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.